Hey PMI team, I'm here with Vinny Mac. Usually Mike Lemire's in this seat. However, this time I'm not behind the camera. And I wanted to kind of tell you, along with Vinny, why it is so important and so difficult to kind of stay excited when it comes to PMI or anything that we're doing in life. And as Vinny knows, passion is what gets people excited. And there's ups and downs that we always have no matter what it is, whether it's a sports team, the Cleveland Browns. You get excited at the beginning of the season, even though you know they're not going to be any good, but you're still passionate about it. Every Sunday you get passionate about it again with that hope that they're going to win. Now, one of the tricks to selling, or in our case, we're educating. That's all we ever do, no matter what we're selling. If we're selling cars, houses, supplements in this case, beauty line in this case, it doesn't really matter, does it, Vinny?
No, not at all.
And he's a prime example. His passion is infectious, and kind of tell people what keeps you motivated, Vinny, every single day to get out there, besides the passion that you have for, the products itself, but there's a reason behind that. What is that driving factor?
Well, Johnny, at the end of the day, you said two key words: passion and education. Okay, my wife talks about education all the time, but primarily the first thing that you want to do in order to engage with somebody is you have to be passionate. And let's not even talk about the supplements. Let's not talk about the skincare product. Let's talk about whatever you do every day. If you're passionate about it, people pick that up. People see that, and it's infectious or becomes infectious. And that's really what is a driving motivation for me is when I become passionate about something, I want to tell people about it. I want to tell them because maybe it might help them. I want to tell them about it because it might help somebody that they know. Whatever the case is, passion is the driver behind the engagement, if you will. So if you are one who thinks, man, I just can't sell. We're not in the business of selling, if you will.
Nope.
We're in the business of telling a story. If you can tell the story, tell your story, that's sales in and of itself, if you will. Because at the end of the road is the sale. At the beginning of the road is the passion. You want people to pick up on that passion, and it's that story that creates passion for other people and becomes infectious at that point.
See, and so that right there is the trick of any trade. Right there, that passion in being educated, but more so than that, the passion, where does it come from, Vinny? It comes from your own experience. And that's why there's so much success with these products, and that's why you have a 22-year track record with this company.
Yep.
It's second to none because everybody that takes the product for a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months,
right,
they are continuing to build their story. And that right there, that's where that passion comes from. And most people, for whatever reason, they lose sight of that. And most of the time, the main reason, in my opinion, I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong every once in a while. But it's because they stop taking the product or somebody says no. Those are the two main things that happen no matter what the sale is.
And generally, when somebody quits taking the product and says that it doesn't work, it's generally because they didn't take it properly anyhow.
Correct.
Or took it for a couple of days and then didn't take it for a couple of days, and then they wonder why. Everyone's different, and you can't help everyone. And that's just, at the end of the day, that's just unfortunate.
It's life.
It's life. So in this world, this network marketing world, it's just a moniker, if you will, for something that all of us do every day. We all network to some degree. We all have a network of which we talk to people.
Correct.
We're telling our stories, if you will, and some people are picking up on those stories, okay? Those stories become infectious, especially if you're passionate about whatever story you're talking about. In this particular case, make this part of your story. It's about your health. When you're talking about your health and you're talking to your friends about it and your family members, absolutely, they're going to listen. Why? A, they care, and B, what are you doing, JT, that might be able to help me? Yeah. What's the story we talk about? My personal story and your father's personal story, just relevant to one product. Yeah. Heart Duo.
Heart Duo. It's amazing what it's done for my father as well as Vinny. I mean, dropping in cholesterol, Vinny's case was bigger than my dad's, but my dad, 70 years old, been on 3 different prescriptions for his cholesterol. It dropped over 50 points, and he hasn't had it under 150 since he was 16 years old.
That's absolutely
And it's
phenomenal.
goes from 156 to 109. I mean, in 2 months.
And mine goes in 4.5, 5 weeks from 233 to 141. That's a story in and of itself. So that's my story, of which I share with other people.
Correct.
Okay, and when I tell them about it, and we've told 2 people about it today already, and they go, "That's absolutely phenomenal." That's the word I use. Yeah, it is phenomenal. Okay, because I'll never be on a prescription for cholesterol.
Right.
Okay,
You don't need to.
Right.
You got 100% nearly 100% absorption of the ingredients that your body needs for brain health and heart health.
That's absolutely correct.
You don't need anything else.
Yeah, I mean, engage with people. That's the key. Be passionate about what you're doing. Be passionate about your story, if you will, and people will pick up on that. That's how you win, and that's how you get ahead in this business.
Yep. Thanks, Vinny. Good points.